Hi everyone, welcome back to Eclectic Alu. Please subscribe to the channel and also like the video. So today I got a question from a mom of a little boy that wanted to know how to handle the interactions with the highly narcissistic father of the little boy and her ex. So they're not together, and so she wanted to know how to engage and not end up horribly hurt and angry and sad, because she was going through a very tough time. So she wanted me to tell her how to do that. People want to know how to deal with a highly narcissistic person when you're co-parenting, and there's one thing you have to do, and that's not reacting. Okay, the main idea that you have to leave from this video with is do not react to whatever it is that they are telling you, saying, accusing you, because they want that reaction. They want your supply from you, right? They want your energy. They want you to be sad, angry, to want revenge. They want you to be confused. They want you to feel this injustice, like you want to prove yourself. They want that. They love that. That's what they want. They want that from you. They want that energy. They want so that they can feel great. Oh, okay, now I feel great. That's how they feel. It's like they oscillate between vulnerability and grandiosity. So they need to keep their state, their emotional state, and their sense of self here at the grandiosity level. So they tend to go like this, but when they interact with you as a co-parent, they want to extract supply from you, okay? So if they know that you're a safe source of supply, they will provoke you every time. So you need to show them, because that's how they keep themselves here, right? As a very grandiose person. So by treating you poorly and by accusing you, they get that feeling of, oh, I'm great. Yeah, now I feel great because she's awful. She's feeling like the worst person in the world, and so that's great for me because now I'm great. Okay, and she's guilty. She's all okay, so I'm great now. Or he's guilty. Okay, so that's great for them. So don't give them that. That's the idea. Don't react, right? And for that, you can use the gray rock technique. And the gray rock technique is the one where you present yourself as a boring gray rock, which with no feelings. You don't get angry, you don't get sad, you don't laugh at their jokes, you don't bite the bait. I think that's how you say it. And so you don't do that. And whenever they say provoking things, or they accuse you, or you just, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, but yes, that's it. Stop. That's it. Short messages. If you're interacting with them through emails, don't try to prove yourself. Don't try to explain anything to them, because there's no point. They're just walls. It's like talking to a wall. And so there's no way. They are not after an agreement or something that is great for your kid, or they're not after that. They don't care. What they want is supply. And supply means you feeling bad and sad and angry, and you feeling betrayed, and you feeling guilty. They love that. They love the guilty and the pity ploy, and you concerned for them. Oh, they love that. They love that. So don't give them that. You know they will want to exert from you any type of emotion that they get is great for them. So the gray rock technique is that. Just don't give them that, and just short answers. The thing is, that's great, okay? But afterwards you want to cry, you want to punch a bag, a boxing bag, you want to, deal with your emotions, because you're a human being, you're not a gray rock, right? So that's the hard part. You have to deal with your emotions afterwards, but don't show them anything, because what you get by not showing emotions to them is that they won't be interested in you anymore. That's great. You don't want their interest in you. You know, you want them to know that there's nothing for them in you, okay? So you're a very mature person and also a bit of a robot, if you ask me, with no emotions, and so you're just blank, blah, blah. Yeah, we're like boring, very boring person, and no emotions. That's what you need to do, so that they will not be interested in you anymore and they will go look for greener pastures somewhere else. That's what we want. And so beforehand, before the interaction, please do the mindfulness. I'm very big on mindfulness because that helps you know what you're feeling and stop yourself and go back to the gray rock. Yes, no answers. I'm sorry you feel that way, and take that onto them. Like, turn the table. Like, they tend to accuse you of things, right? And you tend to defend yourself. But this time, what you want to do is tell them, I'm sorry you feel that way. You just give them the ball back and you stop the game altogether. You're stopping the game. So there's no more game there for them. One last thing that I would like for you to do is beforehand, before the interaction, really think about this. Like, live in this belief that there's nothing you can change or there's nothing you can do to prove yourself with these people. There's nothing you can do. It's like talking to a wall. There's nothing you can like talk or dialogue or maybe reach to an agreement, mature agreement between two people that are parenting. No, there's no way. They don't care. They want your supply. So if you know that beforehand, right? You know there's nothing you can say to prove your point or to anything or to correct the lies that they tell everybody or, you know, let them know that you know about the flying monkeys that they've been feeding lies to and that you will go on. No, that's a complete loss of time, energy, and of happiness and of years of life, because that brings you stress, and the stress will create a mess in your body. So just don't engage, and know that when you start knowing that there's nothing you can do really, that's when you will, you know, be great at the great rock technique because there's really nothing there, you know. There's nothing you can do to change how it is. That's what they need to do to survive, because this vulnerability that they have here and the grandiosity, they want to keep it here always. They want to be grandiose because that's how they survive psychologically. If they don't get that grandiosity, that feeling of, yes, I'm great, I'm awesome, she's feeling like crap and she is destroyed there because she feels guilty and angry and everything, and I'm, oh no, now I can leave, now I feel great. Yeah, that's what they want. That's the supply that they want from you. So don't give that to them. But if you know beforehand that that's what the interactions with a cluster B personality are all about, you will just, you know, like the Matrix, that once Keanu was fighting, like, you know, like nothing, because you know what to expect. And so you don't have expectations also. You don't have high expectations of proving yourself and all that. So yeah, the difficult part is afterwards, because you will still have these feelings, because they are great at they are good at making you feel guilty, angry, sad, all that, right? And that you want to defend yourself and yell and scream and cry. You have to go to therapy. That's why I think parents that are co-parenting with a highly narcissistic person need to go to therapy regularly, because it's needed. You're dealing with a disordered person. So in order to keep your balance and your health, you need to go to therapy. And so it's a very hard thing to do. And I recommend that you take a lot of care of yourself. Self-care is very important, managing your psychological state, I talk about this in my Instagram stories a lot. Every Friday I talk about self-care. If you're interested, go to my Instagram and you will get, there's on IGTV, you will see all my self-care tips, you can call them. Yes, so that you can, you have to be very diligent and take care of yourself, your health, your mental health, your physical health, how you eat, your sleep, everything. You have to be in top conditions, because it's sort of a person that is preparing for a battle continuously. And so your battle, when you interact with these people, is not showing your emotions, and it's very hard. So you get better because, one, they start leaving you alone. Like, they won't be interested in you anymore, and that's great. That is awesome, because you don't want that. And so that's one thing that gets better with time. And also when you start doing the gray rock technique, and so if you have less interactions and less traumatic interactions, because they know you're not providing any supply, so that way that will contribute to your health. So I would definitely recommend engaging and practicing the gray rock technique. So go to my Instagram for more self-care tips, and subscribe to the channel, like the video if you find it interesting, and also share it. So that helps a lot, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.